Thank you for agreeing to take part in this interview.
My pleasure.
This interview is part of the class assignment exploring how people celebrate Christmas, and the interview will be recorded and later transcribed, but it will be used only for educational purposes, and your identity will remain anonymous. So do I have your consent to record and use the data for this purpose?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, okay. Let's begin. So, could you please tell me a bit about yourself, for example, where you're from, and how Christmas is usually celebrated in your community or country?
Right, so I'm from Italy, so that's my country of origin. Right now I'm living in England because I'm doing a PhD here, like you.
Yeah.
So in Italy, usually Christmas is very family oriented. So we have Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve is on the 24th of December and Christmas Day is on the 25th. So it changes, I think, from region to region, but in my own town, in my own region, we do a big dinner on Christmas Eve. So it usually starts around 7 p.m. and it's we have the tradition of eating just fish, and I think that's also because of our religious background. So we usually eat fish, we have all the family over. That's personally my favorite time. I think I like Christmas Eve better than Christmas Day itself, because Christmas Eve you have like all the anticipation of the day to come. For us, like, it's also the day where we exchange gifts. And then on Christmas Day, there's the tradition on the other hand to eat meat. We still meet with all the family, all our relatives, and we gather for a meal, which is at lunchtime. We have typical Christmas sweets, like typical Christmas cakes. I don't know, to me it's just so wholesome. I love Christmas. I love Christmas Eve. I love being with my family. I love the Christmas tree, and
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's really, thank you for sharing it, and it's great to know a bit about your background and how you celebrate it. So, from your opinion, what is Christmas meaning? Yeah.
Wow, that's such a nice question. I love that.
Yeah.
I think Christmas is just like, if you tell me, like, if you say the word Christmas, I just think of excitement. Not like, I think it's just a nice time to. Also, it comes at the end of the year, so for me, it's a time to like just look back on everything that's happened in the year past and celebrate it with like decorations, lights. I think because in Italy we always put up a Christmas tree, we put up a nativity set, all the towns become filled with Christmas lights. So it's just, for me, it's like everything kind of lights up and tells you, look at everything that you've done this year. You should just be happy of everything that you've achieved. And it's like, not just within you, but all the environment around you also witnesses that in a way. Yeah.
So except for some like nostalgic feelings or some joyful feelings, how do you describe your general feelings about Christmas?
My general feelings about Christmas, I think they go back to the idea of just excitement and joy. I think with a reflection both on the past and on the future. So it's kind of like a little bit, you kind of hug the past, and then it kind of, you think about what you want to achieve in the next year. Also, for us, it's not just Christmas Day, but we have a whole period of festivities. So it's, the 24th Christmas Eve, then 25th Christmas Day, then we have New Year's Eve on the 31st, New Year's on the 1st, and then in Italy we also have Epiphany on the 6th.
Yeah.
So it kind of is, right at the end of the year, you sit down, like everybody comes together to celebrate everything that's happened in the past year. So it's, yes, as you said, it is nostalgia, but I guess in a good, like in the best way possible, in the best way of the term. So you kind of look on the past and then build excitement about what's to come in the future.
Yeah, so do you think other people in your family or community feel the same way?
Yeah, definitely. I think also because when I was 18, I moved to the UK to do my undergrad. So Christmas time has always been such a happy time of me going back home, and yeah, well, my family definitely gets super excited about Christmas. So I think they would feel the same.
Yeah, okay. So next question is, oh, I think you have already answered that, which activities or traditions are most meaningful to you? Just sit down and celebrate, and what you achieved in the past several years, past year like that. Okay. So let me turn to the next part, like in your imagination, if you don't celebrate Christmas one year, what do you think you will miss the most?
Well, that's such a beautiful question. I love that. Let me think about it. I guess I would miss. Well, I wouldn't necessarily miss the sense of closeness because me and my family are very, very close anyway. So I think that definitely wouldn't change because we're so connected. Apart from holidays, of course, we're connected all the year. What would change? I guess the intentionality with which you just sit down, like you decorate. It kind of is, like in its way, it's kind of like a ritual. So you sit down, you take some time to put up the tree, put lights on. Also, the way that the way that the city has lights, you also put lights in your home. You make the environment especially beautiful to celebrate this year. So I guess I would miss that intentionality to celebrate the year. I guess I would miss that. Like I would miss the time that you take to make things beautiful to prepare for the year ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a sober reflection. Yeah. So if you will celebrate this year as normal, do you want to change some part of your activities? Like, if you could change one thing about Christmas is celebrated this year, what would it be in your imagination? Or compared with the last 1 or 2 years?
I wouldn't change anything because I think Christmas inherently is different every year because every year you realize that you change so much. So really no Christmas is the same, truly. I think, but the essence of it always stays the same, like to just be together with the people that you love and just celebrate. I think the essence always stays the same, but it's also beautiful because some things are permanent in the way that we celebrate Christmas. So every year you put the tree, every year you take a stroll around the town to see the lights, but then every year you're in a different phase of life. You know, there's new things happening. I don't know, like this year, for example, like my fiance will come to Italy, and like this will be like the first Christmas that we spend in Italy. I think it would be like extremely like beautiful and exciting. So I think even if everything changes, like the essence just of getting with the people that you love, it always is the same, which makes it beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing. And also have another questions about the Christmas culture. Like, do you think the way people celebrate Christmas has changed in society more broadly? If so, what do you think caused those changes?
Christmas has changed. I don't know. I think in Italy we have a very deep-rooted sense of Christmas.
Yeah.
So I think in the main part, I would say again, like the essence has stayed the same. So still rooted around meals. Let me think. I need a moment to think about this. I think I don't know if in culture generally, but in for me personally, I think we seek those moments even more because again, like at first when I was younger, both me and my friends and my peers, we would always, be in school together, live at home, spend all the time at home. So, but now a lot of us have moved away. So for a long time, we live away from Italy or away from our hometowns. So I think there's this sense of like coming home, which has been especially strong ever since we finished high school, because well, obviously before we were not coming home because we were home already. So now I think really there's all this anticipation building around Christmas, because it's also the time where we can go back and see our families and be together. So I think potentially we're like more aware of the anticipation surrounding it, even more than we were when we were younger.
Okay. So do you know other peoples or other peoples in different countries, like how do you say the role of religion, commerce, or media in shaping how people experience Christmas?
You mean like outside from my own country? Generally?
Yeah, or outside your community.
Outside of my community, how does religion or media shape the way we see Christmas?
Yeah.
I think the only countries that I've been exposed to that celebrate Christmas, I think I would say Italy, the UK obviously, and the US, because some of my family lives there. I think honestly, from my experience, in countries that celebrate Christmas, obviously it depends on religion. For example, in Italy, people that celebrate celebrate in a religious manner, they will go to mass to also celebrate religiously Christmas. But I think beyond that, like even my experience in America, like is very universal in the sense that it is about just general, like a feeling of generosity, of communion. And communion, I think, it's not just religious, it's not just Catholic, or it's so universal and so just built on like empathy. So for me, that is pretty universal, and I've witnessed it again in all the countries that celebrate Christmas and that I've been in. So this sense of just getting together, like seeking each other, all traveling to one place. Media, let me think. I don't know how media would necessarily have shaped it. I just think the way we consume media around Christmas would mostly be, I guess, we love to watch, for example, Christmas movies around Christmas. So we like, I don't know if we like, but I definitely like when Christmas comes. I love when things around me get like everything just around Christmas. So I love when my Netflix homepage shows me Christmas movies, and I think I think it's for me it amplifies the excitement and the feeling of Christmas in general. So I guess it can have that like echoing effect in a way where media also can accentuate this feeling of celebration that you have with Christmas. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, really interesting. Yeah, so about the Christmas gift, do you usually change Christmas gifts between your family or community or with your friends?
Yeah, for us it would be both. So anyone we love, we like to exchange gifts. So both family, friends, partners. I think it's a very big part of Christmas celebration for us in Italy, but also in the UK and in America. It's something that we really love. I think, interestingly, I started this in high school, but also in the UK, it's pretty big. We like to do Secret Santa, where every person buys a gift, a small gift, and they are assigned to someone, but the person that they have been assigned to, that they don't know. So basically, on Christmas, or before Christmas, whenever you have time, you meet up, and then you have some random person come at you and give you a gift, but you don't know who the person that has your name is. So that's very exciting. It's also very fun when there's larger groups of people. But when it comes to family, to my partner, we of course like that's gifting is important. We love to do that, so we make like bigger gifts, more customized, and also for my best friends. I spend so much time thinking about gifts and what to get them. It's a very big part of Christmas for us. So I mean, for me, I start like even more than a month in advance. I think. So I really think a lot about the gifts to get for that year. Because I think for us in Italy, it's the main thing beyond our birthday. That's that would be one of the main gifts that we get this year. So you want to make it super special, and you really want to try to give them something that they like, obviously.
Yeah, so what types of gifts do you usually send to your friends or family?
I think that depends on what they like every year, or what I have a feeling that they've liked in the year. Usually I try to get them something that matches my own taste, but that I also know that they've liked and they've wanted throughout the year, but they didn't get it for whatever reason. So I usually want to be the one to get it for them. I think it depends. For me, I like to give gifts that can last usually. So I love to give jewelry because for me it's the one thing that like lasts for a very long time, and also because my family and my partner really love jewelry. So so I really like that category for gifting. But I think that would be.
So as for you, you also want to receive the Christmas gifts about jewelry, like such things?
I think for me it depends. I do love jewelry, but it depends. I'm happy. Like, to me, the most fun thing is to see what another person came up with when they thought of me. So I have no idea. Like, I never asked for a specific gift.
Yeah.
To me, the best thing is like, it's not even the gift in itself. It's just thinking that someone that knows you well, like, spent a lot of time thinking about what you could like for that year.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best part.
Yeah. I think so. So as for me, like I never celebrate the Christmas. So for our group, how can you describe Christmas or introduce Christmas to me and let me be interested in celebrating Christmas like that?
Right. Okay. So I think Christmas for us in Italy has a big like religious underpinning. So we associate it to Jesus. So for us, that is the foundation of Christmas. But I think it's just it's just about like warmth and celebration. And I think for me, it gives so much, so much warmth, especially in the winter time when it's so cold, and then you see everything light up. I find it so beautiful. Like, even the act of building your Christmas tea and Christmas tree, and then drinking hot chocolate, watching a Christmas movie. I think it just sets the tone for the entire winter, and it's just about celebrating like the people that you have around you, and creating an atmosphere that can reflect that excitement. So it can be like, it's just a celebration of love and communion, and of what's happened in the past year and what you want to achieve next. I think it's just I don't know how to describe it. It would be like a warm hug in the winter time.
Yeah. So what do you think? Where can I taste the Christmas this year? Like,
that's such a nice question. I love that question.
Yeah.
Where can you say? I think the nicest, like you have to build your own Christmas in a way. Like, obviously, we have Christmas markets even in Coventry. I think even in Birmingham. But I think the best thing is if you can do activities that lit up that Christmas feeling in you. And like, it's such a specific feeling. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just, yeah, it's just, it's the same feeling that you would have like seeing like all these twinkling lights. Right? It's this excitement that you have. I think the best ways to lit up this Christmas feeling for you is to find activities that can give you that feeling by yourself. And I think like these activities, they're so nice to even do by yourself or like with close friends, with your partner, with your family, like with your own close group of people that love you. I think it's really nice. So I would just buy, like practically, I would just buy a little tree, decorate it, put on a Christmas movie, and get some hot chocolate. I think that would be really nice.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So I think maybe everything is done. So I think this is the last part of our interview. And before we finish, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your personal thoughts and experiences about Christmas Day. And I truly appreciate your openness and the wonderful stories you shared. So thank you again for your time.
My pleasure.
See you next time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.